Clemson taking on Wake Forest at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on ABC. Clemson has a lot of injuries. I didn't realize until looking up the game today. So they still, so it's going to be a little testy next week, and then it looks like they still have some work to do on the offensive side. Seems like a little bit inconsistent on that. Mike, what you got on this?
I first want to start off by lifting the family of Bryan Bresee up in prayers. He lost his sister who lost her battle to cancer. I guess the only silver lining is she doesn't have to suffer anymore. I hate cancer, so shout out to the Clemson family and that team that's mourning because I know he was very close with his sister, and so I just hope that they can get through this. This Clemson and Wake Forest game, big game. I think that this is the first big test for both teams. You got Wake Forest, Sam Hartman coming in looking good. I do want to see Sam Hartman's wide receivers make better plays. Sometimes it seemed like they couldn't adjust to the speed of the game sometimes. So be looking out for that. And, Clemson, their defensive line is, regardless of who calling plays, their defensive line is still going to always be stacked, right? So that's what I want to see. Is Sam Hartman going to be able to get the time to make plays down the field, or is he going to have to dink and dunk, which that does not spell for a great day for any team if you have to do that and you can't progress the ball down the field. So you might have to wait on my picks because I'm going to have to dive heavy into this game. I'll probably post it on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, but
that's tough.
This is tough, but this is the game. This is the game to see who's going to make it to the ACC championship. This is the game to see, your playoff hopes. Also, you lose that one conference game, you only got one more to lose.
Right.
No two-loss team has made the CFP ever.
Right.
I don't think it's going to happen till they expand it.
So I feel like the key to this game will be, all right, so Clemson's defense is in the top tier of the ACC, and they will get some stops. But Wake Forest will have to be able to run the ball. Last week when I watched about 2 quarters of the game against Liberty. They played at Liberty, and Wake Forest could not run the ball. Hartman is a great quarterback. He just have to pass the ball way too much. If they can establish the run game against Clemson, maybe they can maintain and take some of that clock away and hang with those guys, man, because you can't just pass the ball all game. They eventually gave up 36 points to Liberty. They won their game last week by 1 point. And Hartman is passing the ball all over the field. He's a good quarterback. If Clemson defense is off, he'll pick them apart. But also on Clemson's side, will they get their offense going? Mm-hmm. Will their offense roll this week? Because I feel like it'll be a tough game. I feel like it'll be a close scoring game. But if I had to pick, I would go with Clemson in this one, man, just because Wake Forest defense is just it's not great right now. It's not great right now.
I agree with that.
Good pick. They said Sam Hartman is one of the top QBs in the ACC, so we'll see next week what happens.
This was only his second game back too, guys. He
was
he
had a
from an
injury.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So. Right.